with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
All right, some new information coming in this morning, so let's get right to it. The winter storm warning now covers our entire viewing area with the exception of the islands and Block Island. You're under a winter weather advisory because you'll see slightly less snow there. And that goes from tonight through early Tuesday morning, but the brunt of the storm would be during the day tomorrow. In fact, let's talk about the various impacts from the storm. The first would be from snow. This will lead to poor travel, especially for the commutes tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening. In terms of wind, well, we're kind of borderline in terms of causing widespread power outages, so at this point I don't see that happening, but certainly the gusts of 30 to 45 miles an hour, which will go from tonight throughout the day tomorrow, could lead to some poor visibility, especially while it's snowing. And then there is the threat of sleet and freezing rain. This is often a hidden threat. It gets overlooked sometimes when we're talking about snow, but even in those spots which don't receive that much snow, could see some ice building up in the roads. This could be an issue down towards the coast throughout the day tomorrow. We'll talk more about that in just a second. In the meantime, it is another cold morning here in the capital city. Temperatures ranging from the single digits to the teens. 9 right now in Smithfield, 13 in Providence, 17 Newport, and 12 in Westerly. Nothing showing up right now on live Pinpoint Doppler 12, so we can actually take you into Futurecast mode. And notice late tonight, most likely not until after midnight, those first flakes start to fly in. So again, if you're watching the Super Bowl, maybe at a friend or relative's house, you should be okay driving home. But once we get past midnight, the snow starts to spread in. And then notice what happens as we go through the morning commute. This is 5 o'clock in the morning, snow coming down heavy at times. This would not be a great time to be on the roads. And what you often see in these storms, especially storms that end up mixing in some sleet, right before that transition happens, you get these really heavy bursts of snow. So between 7 and 10 o'clock in the morning, I wouldn't be surprised to see snowfall rates of 2, even 3 inches an hour. And then you get the mixing here. So this is around 9 o'clock in the morning. I see it staying mostly snow here in northern Rhode Island, places like Woonsocket, Cumberland. At the coast, we'll get a mix of sleet, rain, and even some freezing rain. And then there's Providence. And this is where a lot of uncertainty lies in the forecast, where it could occur, this mixing, for just a half an hour, or it could go on for several hours. And that will really determine how much snow we end up getting in the capital city. By 4 p.m., we get colder, so you can assume the pink and the blue is mostly snow. We'll get one final round of snow as we taper things off on Monday evening. Even into Monday night, some light snow is still possible. Satellite picture right now shows the core of the storm is still off your TV set. It's in the Ohio Valley. This is the leading edge, but we don't have to worry about this all that much today. Snowfall totals 8 to 12 for the capital city, 4 to 8 at the south coast, 10 to 14 here in northern Rhode Island. And again, these amounts right in here are lower because of that sleet mixing issue. Now, there could be some changes to this forecast, perhaps some tweaks. If it tracks further to the north, then this 4 to 8 inch line right here, we'd have to push that further to the north, and that would put Providence in the slightly lower accumulation. So stay tuned. This is actually a tougher forecast than that blizzard was, if you can believe that, because we do have those mixing issues. Temperature-wise, you can see it stays cold today, 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the 20s, down into the upper teens and low 20s tonight. Watch what happens as we head into tomorrow, especially tomorrow morning. Temperatures right around freezing, and because the ground is so cold, even though air temperatures may be around freezing, I wouldn't be surprised if the ground surfaces stayed below freezing for most of the day, especially north and west of I-95, and that's when you get that ice potential. You get some sleet falling, it tries to melt, but then it refreezes, and that's when things can become very, very messy. Now, it does get more quiet on Tuesday, mostly sunny skies, but still cold. Not a whole lot of melting going on.
A lot to track. You're staying on it for us. Pete, thanks so much. Time now is 6:22. Still to come on Eyewitness News, we are tracking the measles outbreak right now. New numbers showing just how quickly the virus is spreading in California. Plus, they thought the flames were out, but firefighters